Good evening, everybody. Ben here from Happy Hannon Studios, coming at you live from Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which of course is home to two amazing things: the Big Cow for Cedar Crest ice cream, and of course, headquarters of Happy Hannon Studios. Coming at you live tonight to talk about the last Now That's Wrestling event, a Made to Remember 2. It came at you live from the Dome in Neenah, Wisconsin. To say it was an absolute banger of a show does not even begin to describe it. Quite honestly, no words to describe how amazing the show was. First video, we're going to talk about the show itself minus the matches. Matches we'll do separately. Kind of like to go in order of what happens when I get there. So I started out the show by getting there, meeting Clint and Stella, and eating dinner. I had a cheeseburger, crisp cut, potato wedges, fries, thingy-mabobber, and a Southern Comfort Old Fashioned, and everything was spot on as always. I have never had a bad meal at the Dome. So, for food, absolutely love when the event's at the Dome. The food is out of this world every time I go there. On my way down there, got some amazing news. So I guess let's talk about the photographer next. The photographer that night was absolutely amazing. One of the nicest people I've ever met. Of course, for those of you that don't know, I got to be the photographer at the show. Josh, I hope you're feeling better. He messaged me and said, hey, I am not feeling good. Got some eye stuff going on. Wanted to make sure he didn't pass it to everybody. So I got to be the photographer of the show. Awesome. I always have fun doing it. Pictures to come. That's the only thing when I'm a photographer, I don't do any videos. When I'm the photographer, then I don't do videos, aside from obviously these videos. So it was great. I love being the photographer. Always forget how tired I am the next day because, of course, I'm moving constantly. So awesome. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Now That's Wrestling, for giving me the opportunity to be the photographer. I really appreciate it. Josh, announcer, thank you for the shout out. That was so awesome. So the event space, as always, so reminds me of when I think of independent wrestling. That's what I think of. Hot when it's hot, cold when it's cold. Just really, you get the authentic feel. And it was hot. So the crowd, ferocious. However, I will say, typically, a Now event is packed to the gills, and it was not. And I think it might have been because there were at least two other events, maybe three that I heard of, all on the same night. Well, gosh golly, that kind of separates the fans have to make a choice, and maybe some made choices to go to other events. So that's why I've always said if all the federations could work together and try not to overlap nights, it would be so much better. But that's another story for another day. But the fans that were there, and it was still 3/4 full, the fans that were there were loud from the very first match to the last match. Loud. I love Now fans. Refs, two of my favorites, Wade and Cody, the Brothers of Doom. Just love them. They are such great refs, and beyond being great refs, super nice human beings. Announcer, Josh, you're tied for my favorite announcer in Wisconsin, and tied for 3 with my favorite wrestling announcer with Samantha from WWE. As always, he just does a great job. It was nice to get to meet his wife, who was there helping out. Yeah, that was really cool. So anytime Josh is the announcer, he makes it so much fun. I've never seen somebody get quite so excited about sponsors, but obviously without sponsors, we don't have a show. So all in all, I mean, from everything, when we talk about everything but the matches, It was a top flight night. From the very moment I walked in to the moment I walked out, I had a great time. And what more can you ask for from a wrestling event? Next event is in June, and it is going to be called Caged in Winneconne High School. Every match will be in a cage. I'll talk more about that in the next video. But yeah, every match will be in a cage. So far, it is Perfection versus Classic Alpha for the Now That's Wrestling title. Obviously, many more matches to come. That's just the first one that was announced. So, if you missed this last event, I don't know why you did, because you missed an amazing event, but there's tickets on sale for the next 2 events on the Now website. Check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, share it, all that good stuff. I will catch you on the next video. If I don't see you before, though, good morning, good afternoon, good night.